Hey, welcome to today's broadcast. It's a pleasure to have you with me today. Thank you for making it a date. I'm so grateful. It's going to be a very informative and educational moment tonight. Thank you so much for joining. And like I said, we are going to be looking at the 7 building blocks for a successful business. Are you looking at starting a business? Are you an entrepreneur that you want to venture into a business, you have an entrepreneurship spirit, and you want to start a business? We are going to be looking at how to start a business from the scratch using some proven strategies, some proven 7 building blocks that will make your business a success. However, before we go into today's topics, I want you to go and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to COGENT TV. It's going to be a very wonderful, wonderful time together in today's broadcast. Please go ahead and subscribe to COGENT TV. And remember to click on that notification bell, switch on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we start or we are publishing a new video. So it is all about business strategy. We are going to be talking about digital strategies, business strategies, financial strategies, branding strategies, marketing strategies. It is Point of Sales by Precious Oyetayo Subuloye, POS by POS. So thank you for always making it a date with me. So like I said, we are looking into the 7 proven building blocks for a successful business. So if you want to start a business, the first thing you must do is to locate and determine the niche that you want to function in, because every business that we have has a niche. Every business function within an industry. You can't say that I want to start a business and it's functioning in every industry. Your business is targeted at a certain industry and a certain consumers. So you must determine your niche. What is your passion? What are the things that you are skilled in? What is your skill set that can make you function in a particular industry? What do you have passion for? What are you trained to do? Or am I a medical doctor? So I can start a business in a medical line. Do I have passion for fashion? So I can start business along fashion product and services. So your passion, your trainings, your skill set will determine which niche, which industry you want to function in. So you must determine this from scratch. You must determine where do you want to function. Another thing that you must determine is your target audience. You can't be reaching out to everybody. Every business has a target audience. Who am I reaching out to? Who are the people that will be patronizing my business? Because I've determined this business. If I don't have people, if you can't define a customer base, a target audience, your business is not good enough. So we are going to be looking at some basic things that you need to put in place before we start talking about the building blocks. So the first thing we mentioned is that you must determine a niche. You must find a niche that you want to function in. So the second thing that you do is that you look out for a gap that you can bridge. What is the solution that you can bring to a problem in that niche, in that industry, in that situation, in that locality? What problem are you solving? If you are meeting a need, you are going to be needed. What need are you going to be meeting in that industry? Oh, are you, like I said, are you going into real estate? Oh, that is a niche. You want to be meeting real estate needs. So which particular needs do I want to meet in this real estate? Do I want to become a builder? Do I want to become an architect? Do I want to be rendering architectural services? Do I want to be selling building materials? So you look for a particular challenge, a particular need in that industry that you want to go all out for to meet that need. Because if you are not meeting any need, there is no one that will need you in that business. So in that industry, your business that you are looking at solving, your of starting, must be solving a problem. So first, the second thing that you should do is that look out for a need in that industry that you are going to meet. Without meeting a need, you are not needed. You have to open your eyes in your surrounding. What is happening in this industry? What are the things that I can go into so that I can be a force, so that I can be needed. Don't walk around with your eyes closed. Open your eyes. Every problem is an opportunity for a business. Someone was traveling. I can't recall the name of that person at the moment. He was traveling. He saw a lot of people. I think it was India. A lot of people without shoes. Someone else saw poverty, but this man saw a shoe industry, a shoe factory. What you are looking at, every problem that you see is an opportunity for a business. Someone that I was talking to one time when I was in Lagos, Nigeria, there used to be hold up, and when there is hold up, you see these guys selling gala, selling drinks, selling all sorts of things inside that hold up. That is traffic. So when you are complaining that traffic or hold up is a problem, to them is a business. So someone else's problem is your business. So look out for the problem, some challenges that are prominent, that are evident in your surrounding, is a means of viable business for you, and look and step up to solve that problem. So when you want to develop a business, there are different ways you can do it. Maybe you have an idea for a business. So your idea can either be a disruptive. We call it in marketing. That's one thing we call innovation in marketing. And we have different type of innovation. We have disruptive innovation. Disruptive innovation is when you want to start a business that is in an industry that want to start a new course entirely. Just like when internet came, it disrupted email, it disrupted the way we send messages. So it's a disruptive business. So are you looking at starting a disruptive, bringing out a disruptive innovation? You want to start something that will change the course of interaction in that industry. Like when social media came on board, it's changed the course of business in that industry. Where mobile telecommunication started is a type of disruptive innovation. Are you looking at a disruptive innovation, or there's something we call rapid innovation? And so when you are starting a business, you can decide to bring an idea that is already existing in another location into a new location. Maybe there's something that is existing in New York, and you see that when you get back to Nigeria in Abuja, this same idea is viable and is going to meet a particular need in this new location, and you transfer and you import that same idea. That is one of the ways you can start a business. Another thing you can do, you can improve on an existing idea, existing business. What ways can I improve on an existing business? So these are some of the ways that you can tailor your ideas to start a business. So a business is necessary to have a product or services. You can't say you are having a business and you are not having product and services, tangible or intangible. The tangible ones are product, intangible ones are services. So when you look at that, another thing you must do is you must carry out adequate analysis. You do your market analysis and you do your competitor analysis. When you are doing your market analysis, what is obtainable in this industry? This idea that I am bringing in, will it survive? Is it viable? Do I have enough resources to carry out this business? Do I have enough of raw materials to run this business? Do I have enough of human resources to run this business? So you do your market analysis. You analyze the industry, you analyze the market. Another thing you do is you analyze the competition, your competitors. Because when you are coming into a business, definitely you are coming to meet competitors. The world that we live in today, any business you are doing, you are launching, or you are going into, you are going to find some competitor that you are going to fight the business war with. So you must do your competitors analysis. Who are they? Who are the market leader in this industry? What are they doing? So which type of strategies do I want to use? Do I want to use a differentiation? There's something we call differentiation strategy. How do I want to differentiate myself in this market? Because I have to be seen. So do you want to use a competitive advantage strategy? You want to use price to enter. You have to do a competitor analysis. What is their branding look like? What is their proposition? The people that are that already doing what you intend to do or doing something similar to what you want to do. And when you do that, when you do your analysis, you will know how to come in. Another thing you need to do is situational analysis of yourself. There's something we call SWOT analysis, SWAT. You must carry out a SWOT analysis of yourself. S stands for strength. What are your strengths? You have certain skills. Maybe you are going into entertainment industry, for instance. Okay, I have a musical skill. That is your strength. I can sing very well. I am very jovial. When I speak, people laugh. That is a strength. So you list all your strengths. This is going to be an advantage for me. So the next thing is W, that is weakness. What are the weaknesses that I have? What are the things I can see that is a weakness to me? So that weakness, such as maybe like I said, like you want to go into entertainment industry, you can have a weakness that I don't have good exposure. People don't know me yet. That is a weakness. The next thing is opportunity. Opportunity speaks of what is obtainable in that industry. What are the things that are making the industry boom that will make me make a profitable venture in this industry? Somebody is going to transportation business and he discovers that there is population influx. The population is increasing drastically. Therefore, that is an opportunity for me, for business, transportation business to do well. What are threats? Threats are the things, are situations that will mitigate the growth of your business. For instance, COVID-19 was a threat. Scarcity of foreign exchange could be a threat. So you do a SWOT analysis of yourself, your strength and your weakness. Those ones are internal. S and W are internal. They are personal to you, your strength and your weakness. O and T, they are external. Opportunity that are external, that are in the society that will make your business do well. And T are the threats that are external, they are in the surrounding, they are in the community, in the economy that will mitigate the progress of your business. So when you carry out analysis, it's going to help your business to know where you are. That is your situation analysis, to know where you are and how you can minimize your challenges and maximize and leverage your opportunities. So one of the things that we are going to look to navigate this thing, there's a concept that we call design thinking. Design thinking. So in design thinking, we have about 5 stages that you go to in developing an idea. So the first thing you do is you empathize. When you are about to start a business, you have to be compassionate. You empathize. You are empathetic towards people around you. You look at their challenges, how you feel what they are feeling. Because if you sell what you like, you are going to buy what you sell. But you look at for what people need. Look at for their challenges, their needs, and their aspirations. What are their challenges? Is for instance, somebody is an architect, wants to build a house. want to construct something, the first thing he must do, he must look at that what is the purpose of this building? Who are the people that will be using it? And he has to think like those people. Oh, this place is a crèche for children. So some things that are dangerous must not be seen in there. You are empathetic. You push your idea and you think like the user, the end user. You must be empathetic. You want to build a restaurant and you put it on a hill. Do you think somebody that is hungry will climb a hill to come and eat? No, so you have to be empathetic. The next stage in your design thinking is you must define all the aspects of this idea. You must be clear. Define the people, define the product and services, define the opportunity that is there, define the resources. You must be clear. You must put clarity. What steps am I going to take in delivering this idea? So that is define everything after you have empathized. Look at your resources. It's just similar to you are doing an analysis again. The next step in your design thinking is ideate. This is the time that you are now carrying out your potential solution. What are the potential solutions that I have for all these challenges that I saw in the earlier step? I have this idea and I have this solution. So you start to ideate. You start to put things together. I realize in this place there is no hygienic water. Okay, you start to empathize. How do I want people to this community that I am? How can they access good water? So if I start producing sachet water, so you start to ideate, you start to brainstorm, you start to push out potential solution to all the challenges that you have seen that your idea can relate to or the needs that you can meet. So you ideate. The fourth step is prototyping. So you don't go ahead and mass produce. You have to experiment. You experiment. You do a mock-up and you let people you see how it is. I want to start producing a mobile phone. And this type of mobile phone that I want to start producing is going to be for gamers. A gaming phone. You know, we have had gaming laptops, gaming system, but now I want to do a gaming phone. That's an idea. Is it a viable idea? You empathize or you think like a gamer. The person that plays a game, what are the challenges that they meet when playing game on the phones that they use now? You empathize. You ask them their question. So you define it. And the next thing now you start putting idea. So the next thing you do a prototype. You do a mock-up. You do a sketch. When you sketch out the design and you produce one, the next thing you go to testing. There's something, the testing stage. That is the last stage of your design thinking. What you have brought out, you are going to test it. So these are the basic background work that you have to do before we move into the 7 building blocks of a successful business. So these are the background works you have to do. So right away, let us go into the 7 building blocks of a successful business. So to do this, I'm going to be using the 7 P's of marketing mix. That is the strategy that we are going to be deploying to look into the 7 province blocks to build a successful business. The first one is product. You must have a product to have a business. Without a product, when I say product, I mean tangible and intangible. It can be physical product or a service or an experience. So how do I want to meet a need? Is it with a physical product? Is it with a service or with an experience? Somebody that has a resort, for instance, that has a gaming, a leisure center, for instance, is selling an experience, meeting a need, maybe a boredom, solving a boredom need. So that providing leisure, providing entertainment, that is an experiential. Let's say, for instance, the Dubai, for instance, they provide experiential services, product. So you can have services. I want to be rendering legal services. I am trained as a lawyer, so I will start a legal or business registration services. So those ones are services. Or do I want to have a tangible product? Like I'll be producing um, table water is a tangible product that can use to meet a need. Without a product, there is no business. Any business that exists without a product is a Ponzi scheme, and they fail. You can't be building a pyramid scheme, taking money from one person to service another person without a product. So there must be a product. Even if you are doing a direct selling, we have a lot of multi-level marketing services that are into product direct selling. So a direct selling can be building business, 80% of building business and 20% of product. A product focused multi-level or network marketing, it focuses on 80% of product and service 70 20% of business building. So however, there must be a product or service when you before you can have a business. That is the first block. What product, what this idea that I have, this need that I want to meet, what product can I develop to meet this need? I realize that youth in this community, they are restless, they are idle. That is something that you have observed. And this is making them to engage in different vices and getting into substance use. Oh, what I can do is that I want to start a sporting center for the youth, because you have developed you have discovered a need. So you look for a product to bridge that need. So the first and the basic thing for you to have a business is for you to have a product or services. So when we are starting earlier, if you have not joined us earlier, if you have not seen that, you will see the way you can develop a product. The next thing is place. You have a product. How do you want people to access that product that you have? What will be your distribution network? How will people get access to those products and services? Do you want to have a physical shop so that people come into your shop to purchase or to get your product and services? Or you want to have a virtual e-commerce platform that people will go online to access your product? Because if you have a product and people can't access it, definitely that business will fail. So you must have a place. That is same thing as distribution network. McDonald's, for instance, has different outlets, a network of places where they sell their product and services. So you must have a place. That is your distribution network. That is your second building block. After you develop a product or services to meet a need that you have discovered, you will now have a place that you want people to come to access your product. The next thing is pricing. You have a product, you have put it in a place where people will access it. The next thing is that what do they need to put down in exchange for that product? It is important. You are not doing giveaway, you are into business. And when your inflow is not more than your outflow, you are going to run out of business. So your pricing strategy must be in place, because if you don't price yourself well, you can price yourself out of the business. If you overprice, people might not patronize you. If you underprice, you might run at loss. So you must look at, how do I put my pricing in place? And we have different type of business pricing strategy. We are going to look into this pricing strategy in detail in some other broadcasts. However, let me quickly summarize and touch on each of them. The first type of pricing strategy that we have is we call it price scheming. You have a product, maybe you are selling, for instance, um, an outfit, a designer top. You realize that there's a crave for designer top in your community. So when we talk about a price scheming strategy, you are scheming price. It means that you start with high price and start lowering the price. You start with a high price, you start on the high side and start lowering it. That is price scheming. The advantage of this is that when people see your price, you are trying to create an impression. When you start high and start lowering it, people are going to rush it because they see that the price is low now. They see it as a promo. That is price scheming. The second type of price strategy I'll talk about is competition based strategy. You look at your competitors to set your own price. Do I want to sell at the same rate my competitors are selling at the market rate? Or do I want to do a I want to set a competitive advantage for myself? I will set a bit lower than the market. You remember when Glow was coming into the market, they started selling their airtime or per minute time lower than the rest, than MTN and Airtel. So they entered the market by lowering their price for competitive advantage. So you look, that is competition based strategy. You start selling at the same price that the market is selling. So another type of pricing strategy that we have is economy pricing. Economy pricing is that you are selling cheap. You realize that this market or this community that I find myself, they love something that is a bit cheaper. So when it is on the high side, they are going to boycott your product and services. So you are selling low. That is economy pricing. Another type of pricing that we have is premium pricing. Premium pricing basically is there for luxury goods. You use premium when you are into jewelries, you are into expensive wristwatch, you are selling expensive perfume, you are selling Ferrari, you are selling Lamborghini. All these they have premium pricing. If the pricing is low, people will see it as fake. So when you want to go into luxury business, you set your price high, because if you go into a luxury industry and you are selling low, people will perceive you as fake, because in that market, the target audience sees the price as the worth and the value that they place on the product and services. That is another type of pricing strategy. Another one is value-based pricing. When you talk about value-based pricing, this one is on the side of the consumers. They get to your product and services or your location, your place, and they say that this is what I am willing to pay for this product. This is the perceived value I see in this product, and this is the amount I am ready to pay. You say this product is $100, and they say that no, I am willing to pay $50. That is value based pricing. You set your price to what consumers are ready to pay. Most time we do this when we are under pressure. Oh, you want to sell out some things, you have a building, you have a property that you want to sell, and the customer comes, the client comes and said, you said you want to sell it at $10,000, and the client comes, the consumer comes and said, I want to buy at $5,000 because that's the value I perceive that the property is worth. So you sell at the price that the consumer has set. That is the value-based pricing. When consumer pays based on the value that they perceive that the product or services is worth. And this is all this almost happens when you are under pressure. And the last one is cost plus pricing. So cost plus pricing is basically you look at how much does it cost me to produce this item. I spent $20 to produce this mouse. The transportation cost me $1. The When I look at the rent and everything, it comes to $1. Everything I spent to get this mouse to the market is $25. So cost plus pricing strategies now states that you now put a markup on the cost of that product. It cost me $25. I'm going to put dollars. That is the what we mean by cost plus pricing strategy. So that is the third building block of your business strategy. You want to build a business that is successful. That is the third block that you must look into: pricing. The first one is product. The second one is place where you'll be selling your product and services, how you will distribute it, how people will access it. And the next thing is pricing. So we have listed the 6 types of pricing strategy that you can use. So all these things that we are looking at are the things that you put in place for your business to be successful. So the fourth block that you will look into, that is the fourth P, is promotion. When you have a viable product on ground and people don't know that you are offering that product or services, that is an aberration. So how do you want to promote your product and services? How do you want to promote your idea? How do you want people to know that you are doing what you are doing? Because it's going to be an effort in futility if you have produced, you have put it in a shop, and people are not patronizing you because you fail to promote it. Do I want to use traditional form of marketing whereby I advertise on television, I advertise on newspaper, I use a billboard, or do I want to use digital marketing? I advertise with different type of digital marketing: email marketing, social media marketing, search engine marketing. How do I build a website? So how do I want to promote this product and services that I have? Because if you have them, Ogilvy rightly said, a man that does not advertise is like someone in the dark dancing and winking. He knows what he's doing, but others don't. When you have product and services that you are pushing now, that you are not pushing, and people are not aware, you are not creating awareness, it's going to be a way to failure in business. So the fourth P and the fourth building block is promotion. The fifth building block is physical evidence. When we talk about physical evidence, we are talking about the experience that people have with your brand. When people interact with your business at every touch point, what are the feelings that they have? What do they see? That is your branding. So basically, your physical experience talks about your branding. How does your office look? How do you talk to people? What is your tone of voice? What is your brand proposition? What is your brand positioning? So what are the things that people see and feel when they interact with your brand when they interact with your business, when they interact with your product and services. That is the meaning of your physical evidence, and you must pay attention to it, because when people interact with you, you can discourage them by the way you interact with them. So you must pay close attention to the way you interact, the way we call it physical evidence. When people come into your physical environment, how does it look? Is it looking dirty and shabby? It's not looking welcoming. People will not have confidence in you. People will not be encouraged to patronize you. Your physical evidence plays a vital role in your business success. So you must pay close attention to it. The way people feel when they come around your business. In fact, it will determine whether people will see you as a scam or as a fraudulent person. When they get to you, there's nothing that is showing that you are doing the type of business you say you are doing. Have you ever gotten into a shop and said that, are they doing these services here? And they say yes, and you doubted them in your mind. It is because of their physical evidence. You must pay close attention to this building block, to this fifth P. The sixth P is people. This speaks about your staff, the people that are engaging with clients in your business. How do you recruit? How do you train them? You must develop them before you deploy them, because they have a way to cause your business to be successful or otherwise. So you must train your people. Your human resources effort must be top notch. Do I want to employ a lot of people? Do I want to build a lean organization with just few employees that are well trained? You must work on all your stakeholders so that they will not present your business or present your product and services in a bad light. We say customers are king, but your staff, your people, they can either mess the king up or encourage the king. If you have disgruntled and disloyal, ineffective people running your business for you, unfaithful people running your business for you, in no time that business will collapse. That is the sixth building block. The seventh building block, which is the last building block, and that is the 7P, is process, your daily activities. Are they seamless? When people want to purchase your products or they want to acquire your items, what process do they go through from awareness to become a customer? Is it cumbersome or is it simple? So you must look at your process, how you render your services, day-to-day rendering of your services. That is what we mean by your process. Your process must be seamless. How customers move through the sales funnel from awareness to becoming a customer. Is it a seamless process? All these things must be in place. So these are the 7 building blocks, the 7 P's of marketing mix that you must put in place for your business to be successful. So I hope you have been able to pick some things in today's broadcast. You can watch it over and over again to understand what we are talking about. So, like I said earlier on, I want you to subscribe to this channel, COGENT TV, and also put on your notification bell. You can also share this video with someone that you know that is venturing into starting a business. Once again, thank you for making it a day with me today. I am looking forward to have you with me in future dates, because we are going to making this thing regularly. It's going to be more constant than we have been doing before. So once again, thank you for joining me today. So I want to use this time to invite you for an event, brand expression, coming up on November 24th, 2022 in the city of Abuja. It's going to be a wonderful time that we are talking about business strategy, how to move your life from one point to the other to be a successful individual. The theme for this edition is that is team. The team is tagged not business as usual. So we have competent speakers that are coming to come and inspire us to move our business, our brand, our life, our individual, personal life, business life to another level. So please make it a date on the 24th of November 2022 at Silverbird Galleria. It's going to be a wonderful time, 4 p.m. Once again, thank you for making it a date. I look forward to see you next time. Have a great day.